It's the host team, Delaware, set for action the final game of the quarterfinals today in Frankfurt. Hawaii trying to upset Delaware, last year's runners-up to Michigan, who we just saw win a few minutes ago. Great crowd here from Hawaii. Excellent crowd here for the local team, Delaware, at the Senior League Softball World Series. Down to the final 4 games. Philippines-Michigan starts off the semifinals tomorrow at 5 Eastern. And then Czechia awaits the winner of this game. That'll be the late one, 8 Eastern. The championship is at 3 Eastern on ESPN Plus on Sunday. Alongside the former Alabama star Allie Shipman, I am Chucky Kemp. Michigan just got their best game of the week. Pennsylvania, very good in that game. Just couldn't get the bats going. So here's Hawaii trying to upset Delaware, coming off their best offensive performance yesterday.
They had 12 hits and 13 runs scored. They did incredible yesterday, and so now they're going to have to face a really tough opponent in Sierra Lewis in the circle. Can they put up those numbers again?
Addie Wong has been really good both defensively and offensively for Hawaii. She'll slot right into the middle of this lineup, and they need her to be good offensively.
Addie Wong, team leading 462, hitting 6 hits on the weekend. She has been incredible for them. She is their spark plug, and if anybody is going to be able to get to Sierra Lewis in the circle today, it starts with Addie Wong.
Casey Kimura, the shortstop, will lead it off. Paisley Aoki at third base, then Grace Washington to hopefully set the table for Addison Wong, the center fielder. Jalen Peng, we've seen in the 7 and 8 hole a lot this week. She finally jumps up to the 5 spot. She has been swinging one of the best bats. The numbers don't show it, but she has put a good bat on the ball, it seems like, every time she comes to the plate. Here is Sierra Lewis. She is back. So much experience on this very field in this event, and she has helped lead them to a 4-0 start.
And she has a 2.63 ERA. She has been phenomenal this tournament so far. She's going to work in a curve, a fast, a rise, and a changeup.
First pitch swinging out to right field, caught on the run by Journey Hearn. 1 pitch, 1 out.
And I was just going to say she's very efficient. She throws a lot of strikes, and right there, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Good swing by the shortstop Kimura, but it's a very good defensive team for Delaware. Delaware, Michigan, and Brazil, the top defensive teams this week, and it's no surprise that 3 of them were here today to start the day. Brazil lost to Czechia earlier, but Delaware and Michigan still fighting. Here is Paisley Sue Aoki, the third baseman. She's been really good defensively. This is rolled softly to the right side, and there's 2 outs.
Well, and to me, defense wins championships. That is the missing piece for many of these teams. But for Delaware, they have a .982 fielding percentage as a team. They're going to make you work for everything as an offense.
It is really good pitch with some good movement from Sierra Lewis for strike 1 to Grace Washington. That was just the 4th pitch of this inning. There's already 2 outs. Grace Washington hitting .417, rolled to the left side. A chance to end the inning for Bo. A 5-pitch top of the first for Sierra Lewis, just the start Delaware wanted in front of the home crowd, and those big bats are coming up next.
We go to the bottom of the 1st inning.
Will Shipman.
A farmer. That fence out there. All national sponsors.
Nothing doing for Hawaii. Just 5 pitches is all it took Sierra Lewis to retire them in order in the top of the first. So now here comes this dangerous offense for Delaware. One of the best hitters in the tournament is Kimora Harris.
She has been incredible. She's hitting .533 in the tournament with 8 hits, 11 RBIs, and 2 home runs. She not only hits the long ball, but she is consistent about it as well. For Delaware, they're going to have to rely on her in the 4 spot to get things going.
Journey Hearn leads it off, one of the youngsters on this Delaware team. Just 15 years old. Then Adeline Lutz, who is the daughter of their manager Clint Lutz, followed by Kruger and then Harris. 5 players over 400 average this week with at least 5 hits for Delaware. The pitcher is Jalen Pang. It's her 2nd start of the week. We've seen Pang in relief a lot.
Jalen Pang is a little bit of a different look for these hitters as well. As she recovers her footing there, she's not only going to mix in the fastball and the changeup, but everything has a little bit of a slower velo to it. Pretty good not falling down there. Good footing. Way to hang in.
Lily Pereira has done a lot of the pitching for Hawaii, but starts in the dugout tonight. There is strike 1 to Journey Hearn.
And you have to think, as this tournament continues, you need to be able to give some people rest days. And so for Lily Pereira, who has normally been their ace, she has pitched a ton for them and also been playing on defense. So now you're going to have to rely on your staff and Jalen Pang to give you a good start in the circle.
Journey Hearn hitting .455 this week, fouls that out of play. 5 hits, 4 extra base hits, 2 doubles, a triple, a home run, and she has scored 7 times. Drives this to left field. The wind was pushing earlier really hard straight out. Right now we've got a very still night. That's out number 1.
And when we talk about this Delaware lineup, they're hitting .357 as a team. They're almost hitting .400 collectively. It's not just one player, it's 1 through 9. So as a defense and a pitcher in the circle, you can't take a batter off.
Adeline Lutz is the center fielder, .400 average this week. She is also homered. As a team, they've hit 5 home runs. They've scored 39 runs in just 4 games. Their most impressive win of the week actually came last night over the Philippines. A very talented team. They won 12-1. Had a gritty win against Brazil on Wednesday night. Brazil had the winning run on second base, tying run on third. Delaware was able to hang on. .3-0 count to Lutz. Take strike 1.
And for Jalen Pang, I think she needs to start mixing in that changeup early in this game, especially knowing how consistent these Delaware hitters are. Start moving in that changeup just to change pace.
Ball 4 to Lutz to give Delaware the first base runner in the game. Now Carly Kruger. She has the 6th best average, and I say that because the top 5 are all 400 and above, and then no one else above 300, but Kruger is right there at 286. She's got power, 1 home run, 6 RBIs in the first 4 games this week. Back up the middle, that gets through for a base hit.
Good piece of hitting there. You can tell that Carly Kruger is just perfectly on time for this. Going to send it right back up the middle. She gets that front foot down, barrel out in front. Really, really good timing there for a base hit.
Now the dangerous Kimora Harris. 8 hits, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. That is ball 1. Clint Lutz said she is probably the most gifted player on this team. She has shown off everything he said. Incredible arm, she's got power, and she can run, and we have seen it all. (3-0). Delaware have scored at least 6 runs in each of the games, 9 or more in 3 of those 4 games.
And they also returned 7 starters from last year. When talking to the coaches, the team gets along really well. They love playing with each other. They love this experience. They even have many of their teammates that are playing together at the next level at Delaware Tech Community College.
The runner Lutz able to get up to third right next to her dad, Clint Lutz, the third base coach and manager for Delaware, talented baseball and softball player in his time playing. Kimora Harris thought that last pitch was ball 4, so almost went to first base. Instead, she's back in a first and third situation. That is ball 4, and it's bases loaded.
Well, you could tell in that last play, even the defense thought that that was ball 4, and so that's why Lutz was able to take third, but now with the walk, loads the bases anyways.
Chad Pyler out of the Hawaii dugout to talk things over with Jalen Pang. Jalen's had some really good moments in the circle. She's got good movement, a good change of speed from Lily Pereira. Pang will stay out there at the moment. A lot of these coaches are familiar with each other. Chad Pyler telling us a couple days ago when he came up and visited us in the booth that he stays in touch with a number of these coaches throughout the year even.
And that just shows how strong the community is here in Little League. They talk throughout the year, not just during softball season. They stay in touch. This is a really tight-knit group, and they support each other.
Emma Jackson at the plate with the bases loaded. He just called an illegal pitch on Pang. And it is a ball on the batter. And Chad Pyler's just asking what she did. I don't think he's arguing as much as just wants to make sure that he can tell Jalen Pang.
And to my knowledge, it's just presenting of the ball. When you get on the mound, once you put the ball in your glove, the only time you can separate is to start going into your pitch. So if you get on the mound, you separate, and then you put the ball back into your glove, that's going to be an illegal pitch. The other option, if you touch the chalk and then don't wipe it off and then go straight to the ball, that's usually an illegal pitch as well.
Count is 1-0 to Emma Jackson. 2-0, excuse me, after the illegal pitch. To the left side, it's going to be a double play, and it's going to end the inning. So a bit of a frustrating start for Pang, but they don't give up a run in the first.
And Paisley Aoki has been locked down at third base this entire week. She doesn't even hesitate and gives her chance a hit. Coming up next.
Starting to cool off a bit here in Frankfort, Delaware. No better place to be than the ballpark on a Friday night. The Senior League Softball World Series. The Delaware fans have come in droves and packed this park all around the outfield fence, down the lines, and it's a great atmosphere for this game.
And the Delaware coach mentioned that the longer they play in this tournament, the more fans show up. A lot of these fans and a lot of these players are only from about 10-15 minutes down the road. It's almost like a home game for them.
Popped up into shallow right center. Back goes Ava Brock. 4 up, 4 down for Sierra Lewis to retire Addie Wong. She has been efficient in this one so far.
And she just pounds the zone. She forces batters to swing because she doesn't miss a lot. She doesn't give up a lot of walks, so you know if you don't swing, you might watch strike 3.
It's a ground ball to the right side. Hops up nicely for the second baseman, Brock. And there's 2 away.
And now the left fielder, Iris Crowley.
Irish Crowley trying to break up another 1-2-3 inning. That is inside ball 1. Feels like one of the first balls Sierra Lewis has thrown.
And it still was a very competitive pitch, running down and in at Irish Crowley's back leg. And she may have missed the one before, but she goes right back at it and gets that rise ball on the inside corner.
Staying inside to Crowley, and it's a 2-1 count. It's also the longest at bat in the game so far for Hawaii. Back up the middle, that's a base hit for Crowley. First 5 came to the plate and were retired, but Crowley changes that with that swing.
And Crowley saw this same pitch 2 pitches before, and this time she is ready for it. Gets her front foot down, gets her barrel out there, and it's the first hit of the game for Hawaii.
Crowley's second hit of the week. She's driven in 4 runs, but only had 1 hit prior to that one. Now Jaylee Rose Penitani at the plate. First baseman swings at the first pitch First strike one. Penatani just one hit as well, but she has walked 4 times and driven in a pair of runs. Pops this up. Guess who? Ava Brock staying busy, and that'll do it for the inning. That was still just a 10-pitch inning for Sierra Lewis, 15 total in the game.
No runs on the one hit. No.
Nothing doing in the first inning and a half. Second trip to the plate for Delaware against Jalen Pang. It's Sierra Lewis to lead it off, and it was actually just 14 pitches in the first 2 innings for Sierra Lewis in the circle, now trying to help herself out at the plate. Takes one just inside. She is 2 for 11 at the dish this week. She has also walked 3 times, so an on-base percentage at .400. And she lets that one hit her, so she will be aboard to lead off the inning.
And a lot of young players want to stand up there, get out of the way of that ball, and stay in and hit, but knowing that you're 0-0, you need base runners, and so Sierra Lewis stands in there and takes the hit by pitch.
Brings up the third baseman, Jordan Bowe. Showing bunt, lays down a really nice one in front of the plate. That's going to go in the right field, and it gets by the right fielder. So Lewis is going to come around to score, and Bowe is in his second base.
Taylor Retuta, the catcher, she's going to come out from behind the dish and field this ball, and then the throw just misses a little bit to the left. Kapi Makayao out in right field, unable to get the backup. It rolls almost all the way to the wall and allows Lewis to score from first base.
Ava Brock showed bunt and pulled it back. That'll be ball 1. Brock hitting .417. She's driven in 6 runs, just top to bottom. Some big run-producing numbers from this Delaware team. Feels like everybody's driven in multiple runs this week.
And on the other side of that, Hawaii, their defense, their fielding percentage is under 900. And so to be able to shut down an offense like Delaware, you have to be clean on defense. You have to make the routine plays.
Bunted on the first base side, and Penatani just places the tag this time. Sacrifice bunt successful for Ava Brock.
Textbook softball there by Ava Brock, just putting down that sacrifice bunt. moving Bo closer to scoring.
The 9-hole is the catcher, Sophia Bowen. Another bunt, Bo coming home, she will score. And a little small ball here, not necessarily what we've seen a ton of from Delaware this week.
We've talked so much about their big bats and the long ball, but how about a little bit of small ball? Like you said, this time it's going to be a squeeze bunt. Now the squeeze bunt means the second you turn to square as a batter, you're going to watch Jordan Bo. She takes off running immediately. Your job as a batter is to get the ball on the ground, and she did just that.
Back to the top of the order. Journey Hearn is hit by the pitch. There are 2 outs, but this is the part of this Delaware order that can really turn a game on its head.
This Journey Hearn.
Outside ball 1 to Adeline Lutz, walked and was stranded on third her first time up. Journey Hearn checking her wristband over at first base. She does have good speed. This is ripped into left field. That's a fair ball. Journey Hearn round second and it gets away. She's going to come around to score. Lutz around second, headed for third, and she is in safely.
And you can tell Adeline Lutz is fired up after that one. She's excited for her team. She gets that foot down barrel out in front, drives it just inside the foul line down left field. Then Irish Crowley goes underneath her glove, goes all the way to the wall, and that'll clear the bases.
3 runs here in the second, and still a dangerous spot with Carly Kruger coming up. Already a hit in the game. Good location for strike 1 for Peng. 8-9-1 coming up next inning for Hawaii. Ground ball up the middle, another base hit. Delaware starting to feel it offensively. Another run will come across.
And you can tell for this Delaware team, hitting is contagious. You can tell that they communicate from at bat to at bat. So by the time you get to the second time through the order, everybody knows the plan, everybody knows what to expect, and they're attacking.
Now the shortstop, Kamora Harris.
Yeah, you said it earlier, manager Clint Lutz said this team gels really well, and seeing that right now. Returners helping the younger players on this team relax, know what to expect this weekend. Jalen Peng's day is done. Lily Pereira will come in to pitch for Hawaii. They runner on first and 2 outs here in the second inning. Delaware trying to get to the semis, where last year's champions who beat Delaware in that championship game are already at. This was earlier today. McKenna Cressbaugh was excellent in the circle.
She shut out Pennsylvania. She was incredible. She worked in her changeup, and that was her bread and butter that game. She kept batters so off balance. You can see how late they are. They were either super late or super early because of how good that changeup was for her.
So Michigan off to the semis. They are going to play the Philippines tomorrow. So it would not be Delaware beating Michigan tomorrow if they were to advance. That would be a possible rematch in the championship if both teams can get to that point. Lily Pereira enters. She is 1-2 this week with a 5.15 ERA, 12 strikeouts in 17 2/3.
And she's going to throw a lot harder than Jalen Peng. She's right around the 60-mile-per-hour mark, but it's a rise ball, so it's going to be a lot different. Jalen Peng works mostly low in the zone. Now Lily Pereira is going to challenge them up.
Kamora Harris, the first to face her, and drives it down the left field line. It's a fair ball, extra bases. They will send the runner from first, and she is safe. RBI double for Kimora Harris, adding to that tournament best RBI number.
And I want to point out how impressive this is. New pitcher, first pitch, no problem. Kimora Harris is ready. She is on time, gets her barrel to this, drives it all the way to the left field wall. And that's another run for Delaware.
Now here's Emma Jackson, left fielder.
Three of these runs have been scored with 2 outs. Since they got 2 outs, they've had a hit batter, a double, a single, and a double, and now it's Emma Jackson's turn. The fans lined up down the fence on each side, standing up against the fence, all the way down the left field line.
And not just because of the ice cream truck that we've mentioned a few times. They're out here representing their community, supporting this Delaware team.
Ball outside, 1-2 is the count. We have visited both the ice cream truck and the snow cone truck today.
We have had a day.
Yeah, shamelessly, we have been there. 2-2. Lifted to deep center. Wong is over to make the catch and end the inning. After 2, it is 5-0 Delaware.
And the Delaware bats are starting to heat up. This is what we expect out of them. It's a couple sacrifice bunts to lead it off, but then they start absolutely smoking the ball. Hawaii will have to respond coming up next.
Want your child to experience the teamwork and fun of Little League baseball or softball? Visit playlittleleague.org to enter your address to find a Little League community program near you. Junior League World Series going on right now. The Little League World Series in Greenville going on. And then we are here in Frankfort, Delaware at the Senior League Softball World Series. Some of these players fortunate enough to play in multiple of those events over their years. Alongside Allie Shipman, the former Alabama star, I'm Chucky Kemp. We appreciate you joining us. TJ McGinnis, our producer. Excellent crew all week here in Delaware. It's been a lot of fun to be around the folks here, including the volunteers that help put on this event. This facility looks great. The field looks awesome. All decked out for the World Series.
And the players have mentioned just how fun this experience is, down to even the team hotel. They have events for them every single day. Everybody gets to participate. They get a ton of new gear. It's just a really fun experience for everybody.
1-1 the count. Kendall Muraoka puts it on the ground and retired by Ava Brock, who's having a great game at second base. That is the 5th play she has made in just 7 outs recorded.
She doesn't want anybody else to make those plays for her. She has been incredible. And as I mentioned, they have a .982 fielding percentage as a team. They are very hard to force into errors. They're going to be clean on defense.
Taylor Ratuta, the catcher, had a great game offensively yesterday, including an in-the-park home run. Nickname is T-Money. You can hear the chant from the dugout right now, the T-Money chant. It's a great nickname.
And that's just, I feel like that has to fire you up when you hear your nickname getting chanted like that.
And into center field, it is smothered by Lutz to keep it in front, but it's a base hit for Ratuta, who keeps her hot bat going.
I know we talked a lot about Addie Wong, but Ratuta at the bottom of the order, she has been very consistent for them in the last few days. This pitch is left over the middle of the plate, and she capitalizes for a base hit.
Ratuta aboard with 1 out. And back to the top of the order. So how do they adjust against Sierra Lewis?
I think it starts with seeing more pitches. Lewis was so efficient the first time through, very little pitches thrown. I think for Hawaii, make her throw you a strike before you commit to swinging.
Kimura left side. Jordan Bowe gave a look to second, but no chance, so she'll take the out at first for the second in the inning.
It's a good decision there by Jordan Bowe, recognizing the speed of Taylor Ratuta. Looked like she was stealing already. Only play there is to go to first.
You can just tell Jordan Bowe knows the situation at all times. There's never been a time where we've seen her field a ball and not give a look at a runner or see exactly what she can do on a play. We saw that the other day on a similar situation. She knows where the runners are.
And it takes a pre-pitch thought. You can tell that before the play even happens, she's looking around. Where are the runners? What are the outs? What's the score? What pitch is being thrown? She is ready so that when the ball is hit to her, it's second nature.
Paisley Aoki is the hitter. Ball 1. Paisley Aoki wants to be a pilot. That's one of the more fun jobs we've seen on these lists. So we've seen some really good ones, but
somebody
unique.
Earlier in the week said that they would just want to be a dog walker. I like that one. Hang around dogs all day.
A lot of the millionaire or the lottery winning questions involve buying a lot of dogs. 2-2.
What would you do?
With the lottery?
Yep.
Well, now I'm significantly more responsible than I think I used to be, so it'd probably be something like...
Buy the ice cream truck?
Yeah. Back when? It's a really good question. Like it would be like you'd instantly buy some cars and a house and like, yeah. Which now that I think about it, I'd probably do right now too. So never mind. Maybe I'm not as responsible as I thought. And you would?
Man, see, I think I'm in the same place. Give some back to my family, charity. And then also maybe upgrade the house, new car.
Okay. Making me look real bad up here.
My husband would say to invest it.
See, that's where I was going to. But obviously, if I filled this out in high school.
If this was high school, it would have been buy a farm, bunch of dogs, just roll with it.
Three-two count, 2 away, runner in scoring position for Aoki. Left side, that'll do it into left field. The runner has to hold at third.
And Aoki, arguably the longest at bat that we've seen from Hawaii. She saw so many different pitches so that when she gets this drop ball low and away, she is ready for it, reaches her barrel out there, right through the 5-6 hole for a single.
Grace Washington in a big opportunity for Hawaii to get on the board. Swings at the first pitch, foul ball. They had one base runner in the first 2 innings. It was a single by Irish Crowley. And a pair of hits here in the third. Another foul ball falling behind 0-2. Grace Washington is the veteran. She has been here 3 times to play in the Senior League Softball World Series, so this is it for her, 17 years old.
And she's hitting .417 on the week as well, so if you want anybody up in this situation, it's her.
Battling 0-2 right now. So Hawaii team played their region tournament in Missoula, Montana. 4th consecutive year representing the West region at this event. Throw to first in time from Harris, and they keep Hawaii off the board here in the 3rd inning. Delaware coming up 5.
The 3rd inning, no runs on 2 hits. No
Some great moments, the teams sharing little things with the other teams, and so do the coaches. Chad Pyler giving Clint Lutz one of the shell necklaces that Hawaii has handed out to all of their opponents this week. Chad Pyler even brought us a little bag up to the booth yesterday, and then we had a young Hawaii fan before the game approach us with kind of a little pink rope necklace.
Yeah, we're even getting the love here in the broadcasting booth, but it's so fun to see the different cultures. I think that's what's so great about this Little League tournament, is that you have teams from all over, from across the country to across the world. And so softball, but it's getting to share cultures at the same time.
That's something a lot of the managers, coaches, players wrote on questionnaires, is that these teams were excited to meet people from other countries, other continents. Did you ever meet anyone from the Czech Republic when you were growing up playing ball?
No, but what an experience that is. And to be able to talk softball and just see how it's a bit of a universal language, this game. Like I said, they all get to stay at the same hotel. They do a bunch of activities together. So by the end of this tournament, I'm sure all the teams get pretty close.
Popped up in foul territory, and that will fall. Another chance for Sierra Lewis, who led off last inning with a hit by pitch and scored the first run of that 5-run second. Some long trips for some of these teams to get here. The Philippines flying 16 hours to San Francisco, another 5.5 across the country to Philadelphia, and then down to Frankfort, Delaware. Czech Republic, when they flew over, flew through Amsterdam before coming to the States.
Well, and even Hawaii said they stopped buying round-trip tickets because it's just too much to try to fly back. As that's a really big strikeout there for Lily Pereira going up in the zone, but they said it's just too hard to fly back between regionals. Pereira is going to go to this rise ball. We talked about it before. This is her best pitch. She gets underneath that great spin, moving up and through the zone.
Jordan Bowe at the plate now for Delaware in a 1-0 count. Crush that out of the park foul. The teams, even the ones that lost today or that didn't make this round, are still around. Tomorrow night is, I'm not sure if I got music and bingo night or musical bingo night. So I'm now hearing bingo and music bingo night for these teams.
So you play a little bingo, then maybe like a little like boogie and dance party, or are we doing musical bingo?
Yeah, I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. Also never heard somebody under the age of 50 say boogie. That was what shook me there, but from you. More than the question itself. Jordan Bowe battling 3-1. She has barreled a few balls in this at bat, but just out in front.
If she can keep her hands a little bit tighter through the zone and straighten those out, that's going to be really dangerous. She could hit a ball a very long way.
And she walks. A pro at bat from JB to reach with 1 out.
That's exactly how I would describe it. Fouling off a bunch of pitches, being selective when you need to, and just forcing Pereira to throw everything she has in her arsenal.
Now Ava Brock in the 8 hole had a sacrifice bunt. Her last trip to the plate. Takes strike 1 from Pereira. Lily Pereira just trying to settle this game down, put up some zeros, and see if Hawaii can crawl their way back into it.
And that's the job of a reliever. Whenever you come into the game, you leave the score as it is for the other team.
Lifted to left field and caught out and left by Irish Crowley, or that's actually Jalen Pang. Her and Crowley have flip-flop. Pang in left, Crowley now in right. Strike one to Sophia Bowen. Fouled straight back. Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball, so it's going to be an infield single for Sophia Bowen. First and second now with 2 outs.
And that may have been a single, but once again, Paisley Aoki, she has been locked down over there at third base, diving to her right for this ball. If this gets all the way to the wall, that could potentially be a run. So even if they don't get the out, once again, Aoki showing off the reflexes on the hot corner.
Chad Pyler having a conversation with the home plate umpire. Likely inquiring about foul or fair on the third base line.
That would be my guess. And because they originally called it fair, to my understanding, this is reviewable then. Now, if they call it foul originally, you can't review that and say, oh, now it's fair, because what do you do with the runners?
Umpires coming together to talk things over. Josh DeGrave, the home plate umpire who Chad Pyler was talking with. Just waiting to get some word on what they're doing. Not sure if Chad Pyler wants to challenge this or not. They are just confirming fair ball to Chad Pyler. I do not think we have a challenge at this moment.
And either way, that's a great play by Paisley Aoki over at third base, once again saving what could have been a potential run if that ball gets all the way to the fence.
Getting back to the top of the order, and this is where Delaware got going last inning. Same situation. There were 2 outs, and Journey Hearn got hit by a pitch and started off 4 consecutive runners reaching. Takes ball 1 from Lily Pereira.
And one of Ern's strengths is that she has a great eye at the plate. That's part of the reason why she's in that leadoff position. She's not afraid to see a bunch of pitches, wait for her perfect one.
Takes that pitch for strike 1. Wow. That was way out of here.
Once again, getting a little too close to our camera guy over there.
It's not the spot to be right now. Oh, that's inside 2, and Hearn is hit for the 2nd consecutive time at the plate.
And now with 2 outs and bases loaded defensively, you actually have a few more options for outs. You can get the force at third, home, second. You can go to first. So it's almost, it feels counterintuitive, but it can also be to your advantage to have bases loaded and 2 outs as a defense.
Adeline Lutz, fresh off an RBI double her last time to the plate. She has homered this week. Takes the first pitch for strike one. Now down 0-2. This could be a decisive moment in this game. Hawaii already down 5. This third out in the inning, so important for them to find a way to get it right here with a dangerous batter. Lutz up, Kruger next. Delaware has not scored in this inning yet.
And if you're Pereira, you have to continue to expand the zone. You're way ahead in the count. You have a lot of pitches to work with. I would really start expanding, especially with that rise ball. See how high you can get for Adeline Lutz to chase.
Rips this up the middle, base hit. 1 run will score. They will hold the second at third base. Oh, they got trouble. Journey Hearn just came to third. She's between the bases now. Hawaii needs an out. Quickly, Hearn is in safely. The athleticism fixing a problem that she initially got herself into.
There is a lot to unpack in this play. Beginning with Adeline Lutz up at the dish, capitalizing on an 0-2 pitch. Adeline Lutz gets this pitch. It's a rise ball left low. She drives it up the middle for an RBI single, and then the runner's just getting caught up. You can tell Journey Hearn thinking maybe that she had an opportunity to get to third, but now we've got 2 people in third, so she's gonna have to get back, gets in a run down. The second run will score, and then just showing off the athleticism, sliding in safely.
Lutz moved up to second base. So second and third for Carly Kruger now.
And you could tell by the way Taylor Retuta behind the plate was positioned in that last pitch of that last at bat. That pitch was supposed to be way up out of the zone, just missed a little bit too low, and Lutz capitalized.
Kruger 2 for 2. Single in the first, single in the second, looking for a third hit of the game in the third inning. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Waits on that pitch and wastes it. Carly Kruger's dad, Paul, is the first base coach. This is her last go-around as well. It's where she started her softball career when she was young. Loves to still play with these same teammates. 3-2 the count to Kruger. Hard hit into left field. It's going to roll to the fence. Kruger's got extra bases in his second. 2 RBIs for her, and she has 3 hits in the first 3 innings.
And once again, this ball is just left low in the zone. Because Kruger works that full count, now Pereira has to come to her. She gets her barrel out there and absolutely destroys this low line drive, makes it all the way to the fence, and that's going to clear the bases.
Chad Pyler looks like he's going to make a change in the circle. We have only seen Pereira and Pang pitch for Hawaii this week, so we'll see who comes out next. 2 outs here in the third. Hawaii not having the night they had hoped for to start things off. We are in the bottom of the third. Delaware's up 9-0, 2 outs. Still a runner on second base. We have a pitching change for Hawaii. And for the first time all week in the circle, we are going to see their regular shortstop. And that is Casey Kimura take to the circle.
She's going to throw around the mid-50s, and what she really does is she changes speed, so she'll just work that fastball and the changeup. But I think this is a good decision, especially with how Delaware was able to time up Lily Pereira. Having that changeup could be really key for Casey Kimura.
First job is to get out of this third inning. Tough part is, first batter you're going to throw to all week is one of the best hitters in the tournament. Kamora Harris almost hit her with the first pitch.
This is Kimura Harris, is that?
Outside 2-1 count. Kamora Harris is 1 for 1, an RBI double and a walk. Hit hard, oh, it's caught, it's short. Kendall Moraoka had just moved over from second base and robs Kamora Harris of extra bases.
New girl always finds the ball. This ball is roped right to Kendall Moraoka, but look at the hops. She jumps up and gets it, and now Hawaii with a chance to bat.
9-0 Delaware, getting busy in the last 2 innings to plate those 9 runs after going scoreless in the first. And Sierra Lewis, her night is done, has had an excellent tournament so far. Had a little bit of walk issues earlier in the tournament, not tonight. She was perfect through a couple innings so far. Michaela Eikenberry is the new arm in the circle. Her favorite player is Carlin Pickens.
And she's another pitcher that's just going to pound the zone. She's crafty, she has great movement, and she's going to need to rely on that to keep these Hawaii hitters off balance.
Lewis went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts, just pounded the strike zone and was very efficient through those 3 frames.
And you can tell that these Delaware pitchers, they trust the defense behind them. They're not trying to be too perfect. They're not trying to place the ball into a tiny box. They're just throwing it, trusting their movement, and then trusting their defense.
Sierra Lewis has started all 5 games that Delaware has played so far. The longest outing that she had was their 3rd game against Brazil, went 5 2/3. That was the game they kind of had to hang on to. That was the most earned runs she allowed. 4 earned runs that night, only 2 in the other 3 outings combined, and now 4 outings. You can add tonight in as well. Addie Wong leads it off, fouls that pitch back to stay alive in an 0-2 count. Hawaii very young compared to the team that was here a year ago. This is roped to left field, long run out and left. The catch is made by Emma Jackson.
For Hawaii, even though that's an out off of a new pitcher, that was a great at bat. Fouled off a bunch of pitches, made her show this Hawaii offense what she has in her arsenal, and a well-struck ball by Addie Wong.
Now Jalen Pang at the plate. Shohei Ohtani fan came in with a hot bat. We have seen that this week. Watches that pitch outside. Pang 0 for 1. She grounded out back in the 2nd inning. 3 singles for Hawaii. That is all they have been able to muster offensively despite not having struck out in the game. They put everything in play. Delaware's played excellent defense to this point, given Hawaii nothing for free. Three and 1 to Pang. $12 runs for Hawaii in the win yesterday over South Carolina. It was a must-win game for both of those teams. Hawaii came away victorious, got up early. It's the first time they had led this week. This is going to get by the center fielder. Pang going to try and take second, and she is in safely. Good hustle.
And we talked about it earlier, but Jalen Pang continues to just see the ball well. She doesn't try to do too much, doesn't even really finish her swing, gets to extension, pokes this one into the outfield, and then Lutz going for the backhand, just squeezes underneath, and good base running by Pang to slide into second.
Pang, one of a handful of 14-year-olds on this Hawaii team. A few 15-year-olds as well. So overall, a young team probably for the tournament too, but definitely compared to the team they brought here last year. Only 2 players on this team will age out. Hawaii, with the dominance that they've had in that West region, will fancy themselves to be back here again next year.
And with some more experience under their belt, if they can get back here, there's a lot to be said about knowing what it takes to win in those big-time moments. And some of the things we've seen from Hawaii is struggling to get that big hit in the big moment, and some of that comes with experience.
They already overcame some adversity this year. They lost their first game in the region tournament in over 3 years. Chad Pyler said he actually felt like it might have been a good thing for this team to experience that. It was a defining moment for them. This year's team, not just one person that has to get it done, really has to be a team effort. I think we saw that in the win that they got over South Carolina. The way Jalen Pang hits it, give her another year of swings under her belt. She is going to be really dangerous next year. Irish Crowley fights off another pitch. 2-2, 1 out, and a runner in scoring position.
Already you can tell the Hawaii at bats now off of Michaela Eikenberry, just a lot more aggressive, a lot more on time, and just able to foul things off like that. That's a great piece of hitting. It's an underrated piece of hitting. She knew that was probably a strike, but she didn't quite want to swing, so she just got rid of it and lives to see another pitch.
And fouled off by Crowley. That was the 5th foul ball in a row in this at bat.
And usually as a batter, you learn from every swing you take, you get a little bit closer with each foul ball.
Swings through that one. Eikenberry wins the battle, and there's 2 outs.
Now here's the second baseman.
Really well-placed pitch by Michaela Eikenberry. Gonna go to that curveball on the outside corner, especially after pounding the inside part of the zone. She works away now and gets Irish Crowley to miss underneath.
Jaylee Rose Penatani 0 for 1 tonight. Falls behind quickly, 0-2. It's a Delaware team that since we saw them on opening night, it just seems like they have one thing on their mind. It's getting back to that championship game and getting the job done this year. That is strike 3. Sophia Bowen behind the plate knew it. Eikenberry strikes out Penatani for the 3rd out in the inning. Delaware coming up next. A great shot at that Delaware crowd. Their bench looking on as they get set to come to the plate in the bottom of the fourth. It's been an excellent performance for them. 7 hits, 9 runs that they brought across. Everybody in the lineup, all but one in the lineup, have either had a hit or some sort of productive at-bat, like a sacrifice bunt. And the one that hasn't is Emma Jackson, but she's hit 2 balls hard. One was a line shot to third base. It was a double play, so it's not because she hasn't had good at-bats. This is Emma Jackson right here, looking for a base hit. "16 years old from Georgetown, Delaware, nearby. Start to remember certain players for odd reasons, and for her it is that her favorite food is a Big Mac. That is what I remember when she comes up instantly.
I mean, that's a classic choice.
Wondering how often she has it. It's just so accessible. Two is the count. First full inning of work for Casey Kimura in the Hawaii circle. Good experience for her too, because obviously this is not the spot that Hawaii would like to be in, but Casey Kimura had not pitched yet this week. She gets Snow safe on the play. Jackson using the wheels, and that is her first hit.
And this is essentially like a swinging bunt. It has that same effect where it's going to catch the defense off guard. You can see Taylor Retuta coming out from behind the dish. On that look, I think they may have got her.
I think Chad Pyler was even checking with Grace Washington at first as she kept her foot on. I saw her look to the dugout and shake her head yes. And so he's talking to the umpire, and my guess is he's going to challenge this.
And from that angle that we had, I'd say she was definitely out.
Umpires will come together and talk about this, maybe ask if anyone saw something different. Do just confirm that she was indeed safe on the play according to the umpires. And Chad Pyler does want to challenge this. I think we've seen it pretty clearly. I think this will be overturned. And it should be the first out of the inning. Taylor Retuta fielding her position well from behind the dish.
Well, and it's a huge out to get the first batter of the inning. It's a big rally killer for the offense, and especially trying to keep this Delaware offense from continuing to tack on runs. This would be a big out for Hawaii.
Get 2 unsuccessful challenges in regulation, 1 in extra innings, so you could challenge forever as long as you get it right. But as soon as you have had 2 wrong, you are out. Let's take a look at this.
Definitely. Ball's in the glove, foot is not on the bag yet. Especially from that angle, it is very clear from that angle that the ball is inside the pocket of the mitt. Her foot is still on the bag. Grace Washington, the first baseman, does a good job with her stretch. in my opinion, this should be overturned and she should be out.
Chad Pyler has been here before. He knows where the camera is, as do his team, as well, obviously with one of his players coming over to get in that camera shot. I love it. Got to talk to him briefly in coaches' calls, and then again when he came and introduced himself the other day. But just seems like a great guy.
And just happy all the way around, happy to be here, happy for his team to get to this point. They just seem like another one that's just having a great time while playing a little bit of softball.
You have a lot of players that have returned to this team as well, and so you just get the feeling they really enjoy playing for him. Just a great part of the Little League community all around. And successful challenge for Chad.
And that was really athletic by Taylor Retuta, the catcher behind the plate, because especially when they're swinging away, nobody's expecting a soft dribbler out in front of home plate like that. And so for her to get up out of her squat, go get that and make a good throw, very athletic.
Sierra Lewis exited in the circle but stays in the lineup. Kimura falls behind Lewis 2-0. Sierra hit by a pitch and has scored a run but struck out swinging the last time she came up. There's strike one. Not just for Kimura to play or to pitch, but for Morioka to get some time at shortstop as well. She made a great jumping catch on a line drive at short. Penatani at second base for the first time this week. Grace Washington, so just a lot of experience that Hawaii's going to get tonight. Strike two. Sierra Lewis got to pick the bat back up.
We're going to take a look at this one. A changeup out of the back of the hand of Kimura, just getting the outside corner.
In the air on the right side. Penatani over there. Very close to where she's used to playing at first, but makes the play as the second baseman here. 2 outs.
This could be a big momentum shifting inning for Hawaii, getting out of this inning potentially 1-2-3 and giving their offense a chance to start chipping away.
Third baseman Jordan Bowe takes the first pitch inside for ball one. JB been key to this defense from Lincoln, Delaware. Clint Lutz said she keeps the dugout relaxed, keeps everybody calm. Clint Lutz just made a great play with his foot.
Who needs a glove?
Well, soccer move.
Absolutely. I was just about to say, you mentioned he played fast pitch softball, but you didn't mention soccer.
It is off Bowe and a painful one. Ooh. Check on Bowe real quick. Trainer's gonna check on her.
Definitely fouled that one off into herself. That never feels good. You'll see a lot of batters, especially as they get older, wearing the protective leg shield. This one right off the knee. That is one of the worst spots that you could foul a ball off into yourself, between the knee and the ankle. Those hurt.
She got a lot of that pitch, too. I mean, it's almost odd that it went down. She hit it so hard.
At that point, you'd almost rather get hit by a pitch because it probably isn't coming in as hard as when you foul it off into yourself.
Yeah, I think she definitely added a couple miles per hour to that. Now down 1-2, has to bounce. Oh, and then she did, or did she? That went behind her. It sounded like it hit her, but actually went behind her.
You could tell Jordan Bowe did not want to get hit again. She was getting out of the way of that all the way.
Oh. 3-2 the count. Walked her last time up and has reached on an error, scored both trips to the plate. Rips it to left field, that's down. Jordan Bowe earned that base hit, her first of the night after a painful at-bat.
Fouls one off her leg, almost gets hit by a pitch, but she hangs in there. This pitch is an off speed. You can see her slow her momentum. She gets that foot down and then she pauses to make sure that she is on time, and she drives this ball for a base hit.
Down to Ava Brock. Good spot from Kimura on the first pitch on the inside corner. Brock laid down that sacrifice in the second, flew out to left field in the third. Oh, 2 from Kimura. It's ball 2. Both of Ava Brock's parents are teachers. She is the oldest of 4, and her dad played in the minors in the Marlins organization.
Good at bat here by Ava Brock. Took a couple tough pitches to take between that changeup and the one that ran in, and then that one getting a little too close, fouling it off, living to see another pitch.
Ground ball, Kimura using those shortstop skills to make the play. And it's a scoreless 4th inning for Hawaii in the field. All Delaware so far, though, still 9-0 Jordan Bowe. It was a painful at bat, but it was a base hit, and she's happy with the scoreline. Going to the 5th inning, the final game of the quarterfinals. 3 of the semifinal teams are set. Just one more to go. Delaware well on their way through 4 full innings. Hats off to our crew here in Frankfort, Delaware. A lot of the folks have been here all day since 7:30 in the morning. They've covered all 4 games. We got lucky. We got to come in for the last 2. We watched the first 2 from the hotel.
And it was a hot one today, too. Our crew was out here in the heat. Now it finally, as we get into the night, starting to cool off, but it was tough out there today.
Kendall Moraoka leads off the inning for Hawaii. Need to start chipping away at this lead right now. They are in the danger zone, too, of a potential run rule. They are down 9, but the run rule is 10 after 5, so Delaware, when they come to the plate in the bottom of the 5th, if this score holds, would need just 1 run to end the game early. In the air to right field off the bat of Moraoka, and it is caught by Hearn, 1 out.
And especially with how Delaware can put up runs, you at least need to get 1, if not 2 or 3, just to feel comfortable and extend this game.
Taylor Ratuta is 1 for 1 with a single in this game. Down 0-2 in this count, though. Hats off to Michaela Eikenberry coming out of the bullpen and looking really good. Sierra Lewis getting some rest right now in a big lead, and Eikenberry is picked up right where she left off, just 1 hit in the 4 batters she has faced. They'll make it 2. That is blooped into left field. Ratuta has her 2nd hit of the game.
And Taylor Ratuta not trying to do too much here, gets this ball off the very end of her bat, but is strong enough to poke this one in for a single.
Casey Kimura shows bunt, lets the runner go, and ooh. Oh, she's out! Kimura Harris caught it. Originally, I thought the ball went past or maybe hit Ratuta, but Harris caught it.
That's what I like to call the insta-tag, where you throw it perfectly placed. Kimura Harris didn't even have to tag because the throw did it for her. Sophia Bowen, the transfer from her knees, perfectly placed, instantaneous tag. I think for sure she was out.
They're going to challenge this. Chad Pyler got the first one right tonight, but I think this one is going to stand.
Could that throw have been placed any better?
Goodness gracious. On the shoulder of Ratuta. I thought it hit her because you could see her kind of grab her shoulder. I thought it hit her, but it was actually the tag that just got drug into her by the momentum of that throw.
I was just about to say, I think the velocity of the ball from the throw hitting the glove, taking it into the tag, and it literally made it look like she got hit by the ball, but that's just how hard Sophia Bowen threw it from behind the dish.
Sophia Bowen basically said, all right, Kimura Harris, put your glove out. I'm going to throw it into it and push it back into the runner for you.
I don't need you to do much. I just need you to catch it.
Just get there.
Perfectly timed, perfectly placed, right in the shoulder. Definitely an out, and what an out that is.
It was a little bit of a painful one for Ratuta.
Well, it probably honestly felt like she was hit by the throw because that's how perfectly timed up the throw, the catch, and the tag were.
This is the entire Delaware team that has come into the infield. Chatting it up, having a good time in front of a big local crowd. Let's see what the word is from the umpires. She is out. Mark Sorer gets to confirm his call on the field. It's got to feel good as an umpire. Yep, I got that one right, absolutely.
We should never doubt them ever again.
These crews have done an excellent job on calling close plays at the bases all week long. Nobody on now for Casey Kimura. It is a 1-0 counter. She showed bunt to that first pitch to try to help Ratuta steal. That is ball 2. Quick visit here between Sophia Bowen and the pitcher, Michaela Eikenberry.
You gotta love the leadership from behind the plate of Sophia Bowen, going out there knowing exactly what her pitcher needs to hear. Trying to hype her up a little bit.
All 4. 4-pitch walk to Kimura. Over there by her dad, Danny Kimura, at first base. Ground ball is backhanded, little glove flip. Kimura safe at second. It was just so close between Brock and Harris.
And this is the right play by Ava Brock, knowing that her only play is going to be at second base. This ball is hit towards the bag, letting her momentum take her there. But then the glove flip, the two of them are just so close together between Brock and Harris. It doesn't give Harris enough time to react and catch that ball. And now that throwdown and that out seems even more important because in this situation, it now would have been bases loaded, but because of Sophia Bowen and Kimura Harris, now it's 2 outs, first and second, instead of 1 out, bases loaded.
Strike 2, 0-2 count now to Grace Washington. Ooh, inside, almost got Washington. 2-2 the count now.
You could tell Bowen back there thought that that was strike 3. She was about to jog off the field, but I think this is the right call, just ran a little bit too far inside.
In the air, shallow left. You can hear the communication out there from Kimura Harris to record the out. 5 scoreless innings for Delaware. They need 1 run for the run rule victory.
Top of the 5th inning.
Earlier today, Brazil against Czechia. Czechia trailed early, but they had a 5-run fifth thanks to Claudia Shabilova. Home run.
And Czechia, we've seen how powerful this team can be, not only in the box, but in the circle as well. They have multiple arms that they can go to.
So Czechia awaits the winner of this game. That'll be the late one tomorrow night, 8 Eastern. Philippines and Michigan lead us off at 5 Eastern tomorrow on ESPN+, all for a chance at the championship. This is the situation we're in right now. Delaware leading 9-0. We're in the 5th inning, so just one run would end this game via the run rule. Hawaii did a nice job last inning, the first full inning of work for Casey Kimura in the circle, but held Delaware scoreless for just the second time in the game. Misses low with ball one. This is 9-1-2 coming up for Delaware, led off by Sophia Bowen, the catcher. Bowen 1 for 2, an infield single. She's also driven in a run and nearly looped that into left field.
And just made that incredible throwdown with the, as I like to call it, the instant tag to throw a runner out stealing. You can tell she's one of the leaders on this team just by how she handles the pitchers, calling timeout, making sure that her pitchers are okay. You can see her communicating with her team in between innings and in between pitches.
Chase that pitch.
And Kimura pulling the string on this changeup. Look at the drop. By the time Bowen decides to swing, that ball is already moving down and out of the zone.
Another hard hit ball, foul.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
3-2.
Tough take there. That's a pitch that's borderline on the outside part of the plate, but a very mature take by Sophia Bowen.
Up and in, it's a leadoff walk for Sophia Bowen. So now we go to the top of this order. How about this for the top 4 in the Delaware order, reaching base tonight? 10 for 12 in those top 4 hitters.
I mean, what more could you want out of your top of the lineup if you're a coach? This is exactly the type of execution that you need from an offense, and it's also why they are up 9-0. Always having runners on base and in scoring position for the latter half of their lineup to come through.
Pinch runner is Autumn Willie, 17 years old, from right here in Frankfort, Delaware. Likes to go to the beach, also listed surfing as a hobby of hers. Journey Hearn flew out to left field her first time up and then has been hit by a pitch in each of her last 2 at-bats. This is the first time she will face Kimura. Popped up, Kimura makes the catch in the air for the first out.
And that's a huge out for Hawaii. Trying to change the momentum a little bit. Kimura, who's normally the shortstop, showing off the athleticism. No hesitation there, recognizes it up and catches it on the run.
Ooh, that's inside, and Adeline Lutz is hit by a pitch. And now the winning run advances to second base.
And this is where the lineup starts to get really tough between Kruger and Harris. These next two batters have been really strong for them. Kruger has had a hit in every at-bat she's had so far today.
Outfield for Hawaii is playing pretty deep, so anything into the grass likely scores that runner from second base.
And you would think in this situation, you would want to prevent that bloop from going in front of you. If something goes over your head, it's probably going to score from second anyway. And you're trying to live to save that one run, so you would think keep them in front. If somebody blasts one over your head, that was going to score anyway.
In the air to shallow center that won't quite make it into the grass. Nice range from Moraoka. And there's 2 outs. First time that Carly Kruger's been retired all night.
2 out, 2 down, 2 hard. There's the shortstop, Kimora Harris.
Kimora Harris, the RBI leader this week at the Senior League Softball World Series, has another one tonight on an RBI double. Hard hit ball right to Aoki, and she steps on third. That is back-to-back scoreless innings for Casey Kimura. Hawaii needs to get something going offensively with just 6 outs to work with. Another early winner today was the Philippines over Canada, and it was Erica Gonzalez in relief.
In 5 innings of relief, she had 12 strikeouts, 0 runs, 0 hits coming out. Talk about coming off the bench and just doing your job for the Philippines.
Also had 2 hits, drove in a run, scored a couple times. That's going to be a very tough team to beat. They are off to the semis, where they will take on Michigan. Game 1 tomorrow. That is a heavyweight battle. Hawaii back at the plate. And another inning for Michaela Eikenberry. Her 3rd full inning of work. 2 scoreless so far. A couple strikeouts to go with it. Strike 2 to Addie Wong, who is 0 for 2, but did line out to left field her last trip to the plate. She was actually the first batter to face Eikenberry to start that 4th inning. Drives this into right center field. It's a gapper. Extra bases for Wong, who rounds first. It's a quick relay in. It's a leadoff double. She's fired up, trying to give Hawaii some life late.
And we've seen Hawaii put up a bunch of runs, and it starts right here. It starts with your leadoff, Addie Wong, getting this pitch on the outer half, letting it in deep, long with her extension, and a leadoff double to get things going for Hawaii.
First pitch just outside to Jalen Pang. Well, you're going to have to put up 2 big numbers. Unless you do 1, but ideally for Hawaii, they want to get 4 or 5 right here. Try and give themselves something to look at in the 7th. Big swing from Jalen Pang. 1 for 2 with a single in the game.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Felt like she kind of finally broke through a little bit. First couple games, she was just hitting rockets all over the field, right at people. Had a triple though yesterday. They just called an illegal pitch on Eikenberry. Clint Lutz just wants to ask the question of the first base umpire, what exactly happened. Whatever he heard, he relayed to Eikenberry, and we're ready to go. 3-1. Home plate umpire's just talking to the press box below us. That is ball 4, first and second to start the inning for Hawaii.
And this is the rally that they need. It's not going to be one big swing. It's going to be passing the bat down. Everybody in this lineup is going to have to contribute for them to mount a comeback.
That's going to do it for Eikenberry. A very good performance, but Autumn Willie will enter this game next. She is one of their hardest throwers. 2 on, no outs. Little League is the most trusted youth sports organization in the world, keeping baseball and softball accessible for all kids. But its real power comes from you. Help us rally for Little League by texting RALLY to 345-345 today. Standard messaging rates apply. Cooking it up. We got some great ballpark food. Senior League Softball World Series. Autumn Willie enters the game, 17-year-old from Frankfort, Delaware. We've seen her in a couple roles this week, but gets the opportunity to pitch here in this quarterfinal game.
And like you mentioned before break, she's going to be their hardest thrower. She has great velocity. She throws a ton of different pitches, but she really likes to work in, out, and then up. That is her sequencing. That's what she'll go to.
No ball, 2 strike.
Ooh. Foul ball. That looked like it hit the post right by Clint Lutz in the doorway to their dugout.
Got to be heads up over there.
0-2 to Crowley. Got her swinging. The off speed is what did it.
We talked so much about her velo, but how about the off-speed, pulling the string on this? This ball just tumbling down. Great pitch for strikeout number 1 for her.
One away, still 2 on for Jaylee Rose Penatani. Takes strike 1, Jada Coleman fan. Falls behind 0-2.
You can tell already for Hawaii, the timing, they're just a little bit late, and that is a product of how hard Autumn Willie's gonna throw.
She went to that off speed against Crowley to get her. See if Penatani sees anything but the velo.
No ball. Straight. Fight. Ball.
Popped up and caught on the run. Quick reactions from Sophia Bowen behind the plate. There's 2 away.
And she has been awesome all day, not only just throwing runners out, but this is a really tough play for you to get up out of your squat as a catcher, chase this ball down, make sure you're communicating so nobody runs into you, and then secure the catch.
Kendall Moraoka, after what was a great start to the inning. Addie Wong doubled. Jalen Pang walked right behind her, but it's back-to-back outs since Autumn Willie entered the circle. Moraoka looking for her first hit of the night, another pop-up on the infield. Caught by Kimora Harris. Willie out of the bullpen goes 1-2-3, and the score remains 9-0 in the favor of Delaware. The hometown fans treated so far. Delaware coming up in the bottom of the 6th for what they hope is the last time they come to the plate. And regardless if they get that run for the run rule or not, Hawaii would need 9 in the next half inning to keep this game alive. Emma Jackson leads it off. 5, 6, 7 coming up for Delaware. Been the Casey Kimura story though. Since she came in relief, she has been excellent. We didn't see her in the tournament until now. She's gone 2 1/3, just giving up 2 hits, 1 walk, no runs.
She's been phenomenal in relief, especially going up against this Delaware offense that is so tough, 1 through 9.
into left field. A base hit to lead things off for Emma Jackson. Actually, I think, Allie, the hardest hit ball off of Kimura was the first batter, and it was Kimura Harris, and it was the one that Muraoka made a great jumping catch on.
Absolutely. And now for Delaware, it's how do you make an adjustment? You've seen Kimura. You've had an opportunity to talk about plan.
They will show bunt and get it down. Nice play off balance by Aoki, and she just threw it to third, but nobody was home. The runner stops at third base. Now she turns to go, and she will still score, and that will end the game. Not the way Hawaii would want to end it. And it took Emma Jackson a moment to realize that the ball was gone.
A lot happening in that one play. A good sack bunt laid down by Sierra Lewis. So you're going to see Sierra Lewis is going to lay this bunt down. Then Jackson notices that there's nobody covering third as she's rounding. So she's going to go, but then hesitates, doesn't know that the ball's gone, and then she goes. Clint Lutz was over there yelling, go, go. What a wild way to score the last run of the game.
That sets up the semis for tomorrow. Hawaii's journey has come to a close, but it was their fourth consecutive trip. Fourth time in a row representing Hawaii and the West region at the Senior League Softball World Series. Chad Pyler and his program will certainly be back. A lot of talented players that will return to this team in a year. Only 2 will age out. But Delaware moves on. They will face Czechia tomorrow night at 8 Eastern. 2 fantastic semifinals on tap.
And I think it's going to be the battle of the teams with the best pitching versus the teams with the best hitting between the Philippines and Michigan and Czechia and Delaware. Philippines and Czechia, a lot of great arms in the circle, and then Michigan and Delaware showing off the hot bats. So we'll see who will win tomorrow, offense or defense.
Championship is at 3 Eastern on ESPN Plus on Sunday. Little League thanks its official sponsors, including Major League Baseball's Play Ball Initiative and Disney Cruise Lines, whose support helps create meaningful experiences for communities, volunteers, and young athletes all season. Little League also thanks its dedicated volunteers who make a lasting impact on millions of children worldwide. We have more than 100 of them here this week. Fantastic people. It has been a joy to be around them all week long. Still 2 more days. Semifinals tomorrow, championship on Sunday, and we really don't know. There's 4 great teams that remain.
It really could go anybody's direction, whether they step up in the circle, they step up in the box. We've seen just about everything this tournament so far. We've seen big home runs. We've seen incredible diving plays. We've seen shutouts in the circle. Stay tuned. More softball to come.
The stage is set tomorrow. We will start at 5 Eastern. A doubleheader to set the championship for Sunday. Delaware and Michigan, last year's championship game, still alive on separate sides. Will we see a rematch? We will find out. For Allie Shipman and our entire crew, I'm Chucky Kemp. We will see you on Saturday.